Liverpool receive major Ekitique boost after new twist with a €100 million bid imminent. Bayern source reveals what Diaz has decided about a potential transfer. Alexander Isak upset with Newcastle for rejecting a £120 million transfer talks with Liverpool. Hello, welcome to your news channel for the greatest club in the world. Ekitique is said to have submitted a transfer request in an attempt to secure a high-profile move to Liverpool, according to reports from Germany. The Reds appear to have shifted their focus to the Eintracht Frankfurt star in their search for a new striker this summer. This comes after Newcastle firmly insisted that Alexander Isak is not for sale at any price, even after a British club submitted an offer worth over £120 million. Newcastle had also been in talks for Ekitique, but a club record bid of around £70 million was rejected by Frankfurt earlier this week. Now, all signs point to Ekitique moving to Liverpool, who reportedly submitted their own offer on Thursday, part of a total package worth €80 million, approximately £69.2 million. The initial bid has said to be rejected, but negotiations are ongoing between the clubs. Rumors suggest that Liverpool want to finalize the deal before heading to Asia next week for pre-season. Ekitique is reportedly interested in joining Liverpool, and agreeing personal terms is not expected to be a problem. According to German outlet Sportbild, the Frenchman has even submitted a formal transfer request to facilitate his move to Anfield, having already agreed to a 6-year contract until 2031. Furthermore, Liverpool are said to have indicated to Frankfurt that they are willing to meet the asking price of €100 million, around £86.6 million. A bid in that range is expected, as the Bundesliga side is eyeing Franjo Ivanovic from Union Saint-Gilloise as a replacement and is also set to sign Ritsu Doan from Freiburg. Ekitique has also drawn interest from Saudi Arabian clubs this summer, as well as being linked to other teams including Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United. If the move goes through, he would be Liverpool's second major signing from the German league this summer, following the acquisition of Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. That deal could become a British transfer record, reaching £116 million with add-ons. Liverpool have also signed Jeremy Frimpong from Leverkusen, along with Milos Kerkez, Georgi Mamardashvili, Armin Peksi, and Freddie Woodman. Liverpool are also competing with Arsenal in the race for Real Madrid winger Rodrigo and Newcastle's Anthony Gordon. Meanwhile, Luis Diaz has expressed a desire to leave the club after an initial £58.5 million offer from Bayern Munich was turned down. Darwin Núñez is also expected to leave Liverpool this summer, although a proposed move to Napoli seems off after the Serie A champions signed Italy international Lorenzo Luca from Udinese instead. Liverpool may be on the verge of accepting an €80 million offer before Bayern Munich can begin formal negotiations over the potential signing of Luis Diaz. According to journalist Christian Falk on the CF Bayern Insider podcast, the German club has already submitted 2 bids for Liverpool's number 7, and Diaz has once again expressed his desire to join Bayern, with personal terms set to be agreed between the Colombian and the German side. The journalist states that around €80 million, or approximately £69.2 million, would be needed for Liverpool to agree to open a first round of negotiations, while highlighting that Bayern presented Diaz with the vision of becoming the next big name at the club. This scenario contrasts sharply with Diaz's current role at Anfield. At 28 years old, he is viewed as one of several options in the squad, with Cody Gakpo often preferred on the left wing. The arrival of Florian Wirtz, signed this summer in a record-breaking transfer, could further reduce Diaz's minutes, especially if Gakpo continues playing on the left. It's worth noting that toward the end of last season, Diaz was increasingly deployed as a central striker. However, with rumors of Ekitique's potential arrival, even that role may no longer be secure for the Colombian. Wirtz's signing brings elite playmaking between the lines, something that could significantly impact how wide forwards are used in Liverpool's new tactical setup. Meanwhile, Bayern remains determined to complete not only the Diaz deal, but also a move for Nick Woltemade during this transfer window. Still, some Bayern supporters are reportedly unhappy and are calling for the club to target Real Madrid's Rodrigo instead. Nevertheless, Bayern appear confident in completing the double deal. Falk reported that the club would be willing to spend up to €150 million, around £129.7 million, to secure Florian Wirtz, showing just how ambitious their project is. In the end, Liverpool's decision to sell or keep Luis Diaz will likely depend on their broader attacking plans. While the club has so far rejected substantial offers, a formal bid approaching £70 million may soon force the board to make a big decision. Dear fan, do you think Liverpool should sell Luis Diaz for £70 million or keep him as a key player for the upcoming season? Share your opinion in the comments below. Alexander Isak, one of the most promising forwards in Europe, is reportedly showing some discomfort with his current situation at Newcastle United, especially due to the lack of progress in negotiations for a new contract. Although he still has 3 years remaining on his deal, the Swedish striker was expecting a salary increase, which has not materialized so far. According to The Sun, the promise to raise his weekly wage from £130,000 to over €200,000 has yet to be fulfilled, leaving the player upset. Liverpool came in strong this transfer window and made a bold £120 million bid, which would be a British record, to sign Isak from Newcastle. However, the Magpies board remains firm in their stance. They want to keep the striker and fully support manager Eddie Howe, rejecting any offer, no matter how high. Since arriving from Spanish football in a £63 million move from Real Sociedad in January 2023, Isak has only improved. In his first half season, he scored 10 goals. He then made history by surpassing the 20-goal mark in 2 consecutive Premier League campaigns, second only to Mohamed Salah among the league's top scorers last season. It's no surprise that continental giants are eyeing him, but so far, only Liverpool has made a concrete offer. Despite the rejection, the Reds didn't stand still. The Anfield board has already moved ahead and begun negotiations with Ekitique, even overtaking Newcastle in the race for the French striker. This could indicate that the club now sees the Isak deal as nearly dead, although there is still hope behind the scenes. According to journalist Fabrizio Romano, it all depends on Newcastle's decision, and Liverpool still believes Isak is open to the move. Meanwhile, Newcastle is also facing uncertainties. After talks for Ekitique fell through, the club sounded out Yoane Wissa, but is facing competition from Manchester United, who might sign Brian Mbeumo. Since Brentford is unlikely to release both attackers in the same window, the Magpies' options are becoming more limited. It's a real saga, and we, the Liverpool fans, are watching with anticipation and hope. Isak would be a major addition to the attack alongside Salah and Diaz. But the question remains, is there still time for a twist in this negotiation? Or will the Reds fully commit to Ekitique as their final choice? The saga continues. And you, Liverpool fan, would you like to see Isak wearing red at Anfield this season? Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next time.